Hello friends, how is everyone doing? We are gonna cook today. I hope everyone is just alright and we're gonna have lots of fun today. Now, just give it a couple seconds so I turn on stream on TikTok. I'll be right here. Oh yeah. Now, my obvious question, can you hear me? I'm great, my friend. Today was my last day at IBM, so after 9 years I quit my job, and this was it was emotional for me, but I haven't shed a tear. But in my deep inside I was kind of sad and happy, because a new chapter of my life, a huge new chapter of my life is ahead of me, and but also I will miss my colleagues. In fact, haven't been for them, I would quit a long time ago. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna turn the TikTok stream on. I'll be with you just in a second. Alright, and go live. Alright. Yeah, right now I will turn it on. Let's see, on TikTok, because the stream is like, how to call it, horizontal, and it's small, so I'll try to do stream with a face cam, just a face cam, and I will be talking both with you and with the audience there. I'm trying to figure out. Alright, so let's give it a few. Yes. I'm still adjusting it. Alright, so I recently back into Warhammer kit bashing community after 15 years of break to pay bills, and there's a heart obstructing this and so on. That's very good, brother. I'm happy for you. I'm sure you have a lot of fun, and kit bashing especially is one of the best parts of the hobby. Are you kit bashing like sprues, or also combining with 3D print, or are you like going full kit bash mode and assemble like old toys and this, and like, how to call it, disembowel them and put them together? Because that's what I did back then when I didn't have a 3D printer. What program do you use? For streaming I use Streamlabs OBS. Guys, so can anyone tell me what is this? Look, this is the spike, and this is the spike what we were supposed to sculpt on the previous session. This is the style I was aiming for, but back then I was not happy what we did, so I hit recording. I forgot it. Alright, now we're recording. So off camera I recorded the footage, but off stream I sculpted this and printed 18 of them already. So this is just a quick update for to the lava set. So these spikes will be moved around this huge round structure, and yeah, also on the borders of the statue. All right, so just you know, I will like discard the previous design. I was not satisfied with it. The next day I was looking at it, and it has few parts missing. Have a sip. I have my usual water with magnesium. Cheers, guys. Alright, let's delete this, and I will give you a little context what we will do now. As I already teased with my Instagram trailer, we're gonna be Nurglifying this lovely gentleman. So this is the troll Hag King I've sculpted some time ago, and I've decided to Nurglify him to give him like this touch of grandfather Nurgle for my upcoming army. So we're gonna get rid of this Bad Moon Loon Shrine on his back. We're gonna change the staff. We're gonna completely mutate him, and we're gonna prepare him for the embrace of the Nurgle, and we're gonna have lots of fun with it. I can promise you that. So he will kind of change the deity of worship. He will be under Nurgle patronage from now on. So we will start by dividing him into a few smaller parts. So I just go into edit mode and cut him to parts. Just a second. This is a very high polygon model. As you can see on my left screen, it has almost 10 million triangles, which mean 30 million polygons. It's very detailed. Are you sure about it? If so, you made Papa Nurgle set. Yeah, mate. I had to show her like 2 times already. After morning workout and after evening workout, and I will be showering after this stream. So yeah, Papa needs to forgive me for I have sinned. Alright, so first thing, get rid of these 2 bad moons, and then I'm thinking to rid of these little skulls, because these skulls, before I delete the last one, can give you a little context, like the context of the size of this huge troll. So one human is tall probably as his leg, so this is like really big fella. I'm gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna also remove all these Bad Moon insignia from his staff. Hello everyone on TikTok, ciao guys. And I'm gonna also delete these 2 moons from his cap, and we're gonna be also covering these moons from the belly, and right from the bat I'm gonna cut his legs off. So that's one, and that's another one. Right. You might be asking yourself, why is he legless now? We're gonna give him a new form of transport, and that's gonna be a surprise. So okay, we deleted this. Now I like the layout of the head. The shape of the head is nice. However, we're gonna play with his mouth a bit, and we're gonna make it wide open, and we gonna also maybe expand his tongue to give it like this leech, how to call it, these teeth, and we're gonna prolong it. That's what we're gonna do in a while. So now let's delete his loincloth. He will not need it anymore. Also these little chain rings. He will not need a belt, for he will have a different... What is this? Okay, I completely forget about this one. This is... I probably wrote it as a reference. Because one troll, one huge stone troll I sculpted, I gave him a rock peepee like literally rock PP, and it was not appropriate, so I got rid of it and made a small reference for me. So yeah, it's there. All right. We shall start by giving him one strong leg, and what I'm thinking, this is gonna be, he will look like a beast of Nurgle, almost like this huge snail tail or snail leg, but more leech-like. We're gonna, oh, that's a good idea. Yes, we're gonna make him like this giant mutant, and he will be fused with a giant leech. Let's do this. I already prepared a few accessories such as Nurgle horns and a teeth and a Nurgle bells. I'm often reusing assets from previous projects, such as these little things. Let's now decorate his stuff with these two bells, because Papa loves the bells. By the way, guys, if you enjoy what you're seeing, make sure you like it on YouTube. It will help my insights and it will help my channel grow, so please like it. Let's get started. What is this? Two of them would suffice. And when it comes to his other arm, I'm thinking I will add I like what Great Unclean Ones. One of them have these bell weapon, which is using as a mace, and I'm thinking I will add one huge bell and resculpt this a bit so it's not like too monotonous. What a word! How do you pronounce it? Monotonous. As a Central European, some of the English pronunciations are like a nightmare for me, especially the word called ruler. What about the lamprey-like tone? What is a lamprey, my friend? Is it kind of animal? I don't know this word. Oh. Is it an eel or something like that? Please elaborate. Alright, let's leave this for now. Oh, and I forgot we need to shade him flat so I see proper... so I see his textures properly. Now that's better. Alright, let's go and make him a new... Let's make him a new, like... We're gonna start from here. I'm gonna grab a tool called Shake Hook, and we're gonna be expanding his torso to this almost like a leech-like Marianne's variant. Hello, brother! Yes. Thank you very much for subscribe. I'm gonna reduce the resolution of this for now because we're gonna make his skin detailed later. So I'm thinking something like. Give it a few seconds, it froze. Alright, something like this. And I'm gonna further downscale it. Because it's... Ooh, yes. if middle bell is shorter and two outside out longer to look like a Nurgle logo. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can make it. I can make also blisters on his skin, or maybe on a belly, to the Nurgle logo, Nurgle symbol. So let's expand him furthermore. Now let's make him thicker. I like the layout of his stuff, so he has this giant torch stuff, so it's basically like a fallen tree, and on top there's a giant brazier with these green flames. All my units in this army are using. And for the record, the green flame is the best color, both visually and practically to make, because I've tried many experiments with both purple, red, blue, and nothing is as quite striking as the green is. I always like this green fire effect, as like it started in World of Warcraft on the Fel, you know, the Warlock Fel spells. I even have on my main account, I don't play anymore World of Warcraft, but I'm proud of the Dark Harvest title owner, and I am proud Green Flame owner, and I love it. It's like the green flames are amazing. Yeah, so let's twist his new leg a little bit. Something like this. Now we're gonna choose these two. Also, we'll be, of course, adding detailed textures of his skin, so it will look good. This model is gonna be very, very detailed, as you will see in a few minutes. And basically, my aim is to make his top of his torso also a throne for this warlock and leader of army, which I named him Gestrol. So I actually have first attempt right here, but I miscalculated his size and I printed him too small. So at this very moment in my other studio, there is a second attempt being printed right now, along with more chaos statues for our lava set. Thank you very much for subscribe. And Monday, hopefully, I have everything assembled, and we're gonna continue live on stream with our lava set. So we're gonna paint another lava piece, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. By the way, guys, I put out new video if you haven't seen it yet, and it's a full tutorial of how I made this Snowmorn set, and it's really amazing, so please make sure you check it out. Now let's move it further, something like this. Yes, this is nice. Maybe top of his tail to give it this nice. Yeah. His tail will gradually thin, so it's almost snake-like. And maybe I'll change my mind in a few minutes and I make him a leech mount at the tip of his tail, as I did with the other leech mutant I've showed you previously. You never know. We're gonna cook on the go, as I love to do. I have some sort of image in my head of how this is gonna be, how is this gonna look like, but it may change, because one thing is what your brain produces as a reference, and then when you see it on the paper or in the tool, that's another thing. And I really love this aspect of creating things, that it's almost like another dopamine rush, that you made something which you didn't expect, and it's absolutely amazing. By the way, guys, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be for you, my beloved viewers, to rather watch me streaming on Saturday or Sunday than Friday? Because I later thought about it, and Friday is mostly the day where people are like starting a weekend and they are out. So let me know what days you prefer most. You can always rewatch all these live streams on my YouTube. I later found out that it's actually not hindering your algorithm, because YouTube is saving them now under the live section. So I'll be leaving them there, and you can rewatch them anytime you want. Take it as a long format tutorial, so you can come back anytime and rewatch it. Okay, I will leave the tail for now. Now let's make a sketch of his head. So he will be having this long neck, elongated neck, and I work 60 plus hours a week, bro, so I just catch it when I can, whenever suits you, suits me. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're here, buddy. All right, let's expand his head and let's do the sketch of the layout. I will leave his cowl, his hood, how you call it, as this, and we may, yes, this looks nice. So in here there will be a neck. So his head, imagine him as a giant leech with capability of elongating his neck and snap some poor prey. Alright, so let's do a sketch of connecting it. Yep. This is all the initial model I did. This is the older one, and when I was doing at the moment this model, I had not experience with merging geosets in the tool, so I let this model out with the parted, not connected. And in our case right now, it's a good thing because we can take him to parts and delete or adjust as we want it. Not like that. I'm gonna connect his neck. Oh yeah! This looks absolutely amazing. Guys on TikTok, I do apologize that you don't see what I'm doing. If you want to see, please go over to my YouTube channel where you can see what I have on the computer, what I'm talking about, because right now, to you, this might seem a freaking weird thing because I'm just rambling and you have no idea what I'm doing. So please turn on the YouTube and watch me there for you, so you have a context what we are doing. Anyway, I like how this turned how this is turning. This will be absolutely horrid creature, and Papa Nurgle will be proud. I need to make him a good servant, for I have sinned and showered today 2 times already. Alright, so make his head neck a little bit thicker. Something like this, right? Yes. Or maybe that's too much. That's too much. I will leave his hood on. I like it. Maybe I would like resculpt the edges. This looks weird. Back then, you were asking me last time that I'm using Deno Žužo, bro, toto je piatoček ako lúsky. Hey brother, I'm glad you're here. You were asking me about brushes and what brushes I use. And I will zoom in and look carefully on this. Back then, when I was sculpting the initial model, I had no brushes. No brushes at all, so all this, what you see, was done manually. So just this blob tool and going line after line, like striation after striation, and did it manually. This was a lot hours of work, many hours of work. Also this head, as you can see, this granule texture, I was doing it by the hand. Also these little, what you call it, these blisters, these warts. Yeah, right now I'm glad I don't have to do that, so as I have brushes. Alright, so we have rough sketch of this lovely gentleman, and yeah, this looks awesome. This looks fucking awesome. Alright, let's now adjust his back. I will just smooth it completely, because we're gonna be giving him a different texture of the skin, different kind of blisters. So let's smooth it out. For now, we'll leave it smooth. And on the back, we need to make place for Jestro, as he will ride into battle on this lovely creature. And what we have to do right now, we're gonna make up a name for him. So if you have any ideas, make up some nurgliest name what you can possibly think of, and here we go. Make Papa Nurgle proud. Actually, Nurgle and Khorne, I like Khorne more. Okay. It's kind of obvious, but Nurgle and Khorne are the only Chaos Gods I like. I don't like Tzeentch much, and I absolutely despise Slaanesh. And it's lore-wise, it's like this. Khorne and Nurgle get along pretty good, and Khorne hates Slaanesh and Tzeentch, and Nurgle hates Tzeentch. Like really hate him. And you guys tell me what Chaos Gods you like and what Chaos Gods you don't like. I'd like to hear and know your opinion. These, by the way, both of his arms are separated, so we can move them later on. For now, I will leave them as they are. Alright, so on top of his back, there's gonna be a place for the Warlock. So let's fetch an Octet, a Chaos symbol. Voila. He's here. And he's gonna bear it on his back. Like this. This is gonna be a massive source of inspiration for the nearby units. I was thinking to make him some kind of insignia with Nurgle, but it has these. I like the symbol, for the record. However, it's not practical to use it as a back piece for the miniature because it's like these 3 dots and usually it's spikes around. So he would have to have it turned this way, so whenever we look at him from the front, nobody will know what's going on. So that's why I rather go with the octet. By the way, if you are asking me how I did this model, this was sketched by hand in Inked. It's the app. You will sketch whatever you like, then you exported it SVG, and in Blender I created a mesh. I converted to mesh, and from 2D I expanded to 3D, and I basically had to do manually like the beveling of edges, because the trick I was showing you last time, this tool called OCD, or one-click damage, doesn't work on complex objects like this. So it only works on simple bricks or rectangles, but not this. So this was all done by hand, and it's a solid like 2 or 3 hours, maybe more work. Yeah, sculpting is fun, but sometimes, many times, it's a tedious work. But it's still way, I would not say better, but way more convenient than hand sculpting. Because hand sculpting is amazing, however, you need to work a lot. And what I always disliked about hand sculpting is there is this unspoken time limit which you have because your putty is drying, and it depends what kind of putty you're using, but it takes its properties based on the time which elapsed. So at first, let's say 15 to 20 minutes, you are working with a nice soft putty, and then slowly, gradually, it's getting harder and harder and harder, and then after like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, you are working with like completely different thing. Alright, let's see, let's leave this as it is, and to Nurglify this octet, so our beloved Papa Nurgle loves it, we're gonna decorate it with these bells, and I'm gonna turn them around so it's not like too monotonous. What's the better word to not say monotonous? Monotonios. I hate this word. Is there anything better to say? Well done, looking good. You keep him in smooth? No, brother, no. We keep him smooth for now, as we just started, but don't worry, he will be covered in scars, blisters, all these nasty things which our beloved Papa will approve. So yeah, don't worry, he will be soon, very soon, unrecognizable. For now, we are just doing basic layout sketches. Yeah, this looks okay. So Jestro, the mighty wizard, will be standing on top here. So let me just quickly. Well, we forgot, guys. We forgot to save, right? Alright, now it's saved. Now we are safe. We are saved by saving our progress. Okay, we're gonna import the Jestro, so we know what we are doing. So this is the leader of my Nurgle army. His name is Jestro. We're gonna just, for the sketch purposes, place him here so we all know what I'm talking about. I have, you know what is like great inspiration for this piece? What you call it? Glotkin, yeah, 3 brothers. So this big one is Otto, and Otto needs to have a place for its master on its back. And for now, if you have any ideas, I'd like to hear them. How are we gonna decorate his upper part? So maybe we can make some kind of like a chaos throne. I was thinking also like putting them in a cauldron or some kind of structure. But basically, it's gonna be something like this. He's gonna be casting all those spells on top of his, laughing and smashing it with the green fell bolts, and all enemies will tremble before their might. Yes, okay. For now, we're gonna delete Jestro, buy Jestro, and let's continue with our work. Let's do a quick sketches of his skin. Oh, and spikes, guys, Nurgle spikes. There will be a Nurgle spikes on him, and it's gonna look absolutely bloody amazing. All right. First layers of textures on the skin will be the bumps. And I'm thinking we're gonna choose this brush. It's my absolute favorite for that. I'm gonna add a strength a bit. And now we're gonna make him wrinkly. As all leeches are. And also we can cook a little bit story while we're working on him. So his initial story is that he was a hag king. He had this former loon shrine on his back and a crown, and all the Gloomspite Gates goblins and all the nasty swamp creatures worship him because he was just a really strong you know what I mean. And now we need to cook a story why Papa Nurgle bestowed his blessings upon him. So maybe he ventured too deep into the swamp, and maybe he discovered the gallows tree. Who knows? Who knows? Guys, have you checked and played Total War 3, this new expansion in this Tamarkan? T. Merlin is asking, is like a worm troll? He is a troll which was gifted by Papa Nurgle, and we are cooking on a go how he looks like. This is not a worm troll, this is supposed to be like a leech troll, but pretty close, brother, pretty close. His mouth will be this leech mouth with little spikes, and it's gonna be awesome. So let's wrinkle him further. Let's wrinkle him further. Shall we add a bell on his tail? So this is like nice cute sound when he slithers through the fetid swamps. Anyway, what I was talking about is the lore of the Total War 3 and these cold mires, this area right under the Chaos Wastes. It's absolutely amazing lore-wise. It fascinated me that there is like a huge land of swamps with presence of chaos, and there are like nasty creatures living there, such as plague toads or toad dragons. It has this amazing... The old world is just amazing. I loved every single aspect about it. One aspect I really hate, and that is that it ended and they blew it up. That wasn't nice. Guys, did you like the end times? I'm not a fan of end times, to be honest. I like the old world better. I'm not saying Age of Sigmar is bad, but I didn't quite acquire the taste for the books. I read a few books from Age of Sigmar, and it's like, it's too vast, and it feels weird. It feels weird. Few passages are good, or even I bought a lot of these battle tomes. I have Gloomspike Gates, of course, both of them, the old one and the new one. I have the Zinj ones. Now I'm aiming to buy a Nurgle. I have Sons of Behemoth. I have Soulblight Gravelords and Nighthound. For example, Nighthound has amazing lore in Age of Sigmar. I absolutely dig it. So this faction is what I miss in Old World, because in Old World there are a few undead factions, but not quite Nighthound. The Nighthound are perfect. Alright, so we made him a little wrinkles, and now maybe add a few like harder. No, I need no face. We're gonna add a few sharper wrinkles on his very being. There's a few here. One here, one here. So this brush is served for making such sharp wrinkles. How do you call it? Is it wrinkles? Yeah. I'm using it as making variations of a couple pieces, like for example lips or eyebrows or noses, or like underneath the folds here. So maybe here, here. So in a few places he needs to create this illusion that he is like a folding heart, if you know what I mean. Now, definitely here, I'm gonna expand the strength of this brush a bit, and soon the blisters will come. Blisters and horns. That looks nice. For now we switch, and now let's figure the proper layout of the hands. So this hand is movable. Let's check if his wrist is not separated, so either I make a new one or I figure something out. Previously, the Hack King has this fixed hand because he was using it as an ape. I used, what you call it, the new Troll King. What's his name? Truk, whatever, however you read this. So he has this pose of like a gorilla stepping on his fist. So I've used that as a reference. Yeah, for now we can stay like this, and maybe we show just add a bell as a reference. No, I will leave the hand as it is right now. Let's until I decide. Let's continue decorating his skin with the gifts of Papa. So anyway, I'm gonna go into my creature brush category, and we're gonna select some nice blister packs. Let's try this one. Oh yeah. That will do. Now, before I started stream, I deliberately not looked any Nurgle reference, like the skin texture, so we can make our own. So we are not biased towards something which was already done, and we are cooking our own Nurgle mutant. So I'm giving him a few giant blisters here and there, maybe one here, so his wounds will be nice and festering, as Papa would approve. Okay, that will do for now. Now let's select something better. Some small blister pack. No, this is not nice. Let's try this one. Yeah, this one is good. So, a group of small blisters incoming. Looks sick. Thank you, brother. He literally looks sick. As he should be, as he's like bestowed the gifts of Papa. What are we holding, a body or something, or a chain around his neck, then holding him as he leads to the top for the jester guy to show up, so you lead her on top of... Yeah, chain is good idea. I'm not sure about the body in the hand, because I like to use models for different scales, and I like to... because this model will be later available on my Patreon, so I like people to print him in the size what they need, and once you like give him a body in the hand, you are like already destining him for a proper scale. But the chain is a good idea. He'll definitely have something around his neck. That's a good idea. I have already pre-sculpted chain ring necklace, so we may like reuse that asset, or we may make our own. Making chains is really easy. Even beginner can do it. You are just basically create a torus and then just link two toruses together and then multiply it. Let's make few here. Few blisters here, few blisters there. One here. I like the idea with the chain, brother. That's a good idea. I also like that even though he looks big and dumb, he could be a wizard, and so that's why he's holding his stuff with a flame. Let's try something else. Okay, this is... I like it. And now make his skin even more blistered, so we're gonna select something. What about this? This is the group of 3 blisters. No, not liking it. How about these? Okay, this can be. No, too much. I used too much strength on the brush. Ooh. Now this is something I really like. Yeah, we are cooking now, boys. Let's make him as many blisters as possible. And also I will be cutting him open. I will make him open wounds. Like a dog collar that the chain is doing. Yeah, exactly. How long you been doing this for? Like a modeling all together? You mean my like how long do I sculpt miniatures, or how long I've been working on this particular model? When it comes to sculpting, I'm sculpting miniatures for, I would like to say, 6 years. I started as a hand sculptor because I had this great urge of creating something by myself, because I had these weird ideas from my brain and I wanted them to manifest, and I was not quite satisfied with the range of models which Games Workshop or any other model company was producing, so I was desiring much to manifest my ideas until I decided to learn sculpting by myself, and I started on simple models. My very first sculpt was a giant colossal squig, and I have to say, for the first model it looked pretty amazing. My second model was like a mushroom mutant with a long nose. That wasn't that impressive, but I don't know by what accident that squig looked awesome. You know what? I will maybe like reshare it on Instagram because this is like six years old and like almost nobody's seen it. I had back then I had like what 60 followers, so it's buried deep down under my feet. And thank you for giving me idea because I will like redig it and I will make this model resurfaced. What was this? Now we are giving him these small blisters. Okay, now he's looking more nurgly. What do you say, guys? How long altogether? Not just this one. We'll be looking through and it looks amazing. You get shared. Would like to see it. You get shared. Oh, thank you, brother. I will definitely share it. And what was really amazing for me is when I start sculpting, for the record, I had no idea how to sculpt. I never sculpted anything before besides stuff which I did in kindergarten. I get like zero artistic talent. So I didn't even look up any tutorials on YouTube because you cannot like learn sculpting from the videos. You can learn miniature painting to a degree, but sculpting, they just can give you tips how to like work with the putty and stuff, but your intuition needs to take over and you need to manifest whatever you are working on. And I was really surprised that I did something, and for the first try it really wasn't that bad. I just went with the flow of what my brain told me. And then I somehow knew that I want to do this for life. It was there where I had this hint that this is gonna be my future. All right, let's check if we can make him a few horns. All right, this brush is making a little horns, and all the Nurgle beloved creation need to have horns, so we're gonna give it to him a few ones, something like this. And I want to also show you like this. Let's go up with our brushes. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Killer Sculptsman. Thank you very much, brother. Here's the brush which makes these like little dents. So I'm gonna make his texture even like a deeper. And also, once this is printed, I will paint it on stream, and I will show you why am I sculpting the way I do. That the models are so heavily textured, and how much difference does it make for a model to be textured instead of having these boring smooth parts which only pro painters can deal with. I'm sculpting more for beginners because even though you're very new to the miniature painting, let's say you have this model, such as this Nurgle Ethin, right? And you just look up basic tutorials of how to paint, and even if you like spray it zenithal and apply few shades through airbrush, like not even having airbrush, forget about airbrush, you just apply a few contrast paints. Let's say you apply purple as undershade and then a few places of green, and then just slap an oil wash on it and swipe it with the cotton swabs or like these makeup sponges. I can tell you that this model is gonna look amazing because it has already texture. So nobody who would look at it can say it sucks. However, try to give a smooth model to beginner, and you will see how it will look like. We all been there, guys. Let's be honest. When I start painting and I get a grip of a model with a lot of smooth surfaces, the result was horrible. It was horrible because I did not understand the logic behind proper application of colors. I have no idea about blending and all this stuff, so that's what it looked like. But this, even though a beginner painter will get a grip on it, he will handle it pretty well and the model will look good. Not even decent, it will look good. It will look good. Okay, now his skin is textured. Now let's fish for a final texture. These are the heavy. This is the brush for heavy striations. Just a quick. Oh, we forgot to save, brothers. Okay, now it's saved. Alright. All is dust. You ever do D&D terrain minis? Yes, brother. I've sculpted for basically all fantasy universes. So what I'm sculpting right now is not necessarily only for Warhammer. This can be used in D&D, this can be used in Frostgrave, basically anything else. I'm entertaining myself by creating and inventing these creatures, writing them lore, and then painting them. Alright, let's fish for another proper... Okay, I forgot we're gonna be doing this first open wounds, but I will leave it for the later. And then also these little chips from his skin. And now, because I have brush for the dragon skin, but it can be inverted into something better. Give me here. Almost there. Right, I mean these ones. Okay, we're gonna change it to anchored. I forgot. As you can see, we're now almost creating scales, but these will not be scales as you think of, but this will be a skin of a creature which is shedding off, and it's exposing the rotting underlayers. But it's not a reptile, it's a leech. It's a very, very, very nurgly leech. What is the chat saying? Will you be printing this? Yeah, of course. I will be even painting it on the stream, and it's gonna be awesome. We all been there. I'm still there. I'm definitely to paint more to practice. Yeah, brother. Work smart, not hard. Try to look into oil stuff, so oil washes, and yeah, it's very, very good for beginners. It's easy, enjoyable, and the results are amazing. Okay, and the last, the next one. This is too. No, this is too much blisters. Delete this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. Let's fish for another texture. And this is the damage brush, and we're gonna be adding more damaged look to his skin by applying these teeny tiny scratches. So he looks properly nurgly. Don't worry, I will also make him like a bigger shoulders, and I will connect his. These hands are just a sketch. It's not the final. It's not the final. It's not the final layout per se. To do this, I want to do this. This looks good. Thank you very much for subscribing, brother or sister. Cheers, guys. Water with magnesium. Make sure you have all your electrolytes in for today. Are you streaming on screen on Twitch? No, I'm streaming on YouTube, brother. It's Artifex Maho, link in my bio, and you will see what I'm working. I have actually sculpting a huge Nurgle beast mutant, and I'm sculpting it in Blender. So make sure you check it out. It's good stuff. All right. We have these now. Let's get back to the start, and we're gonna add him a further. No, if we're here, make him an open wound. How about some nice open gash on his torso? Okay, this could work, and I'll smooth this out manually. Apply the brush, and now I will increase the quality and the polygon rate of these. And we're gonna make a nice festering wound. Something like here, like this. All right, and now let's cover it with boils. Let's see this. No. Hell no! No. Still fishing for a good... Oh yeah, this one. So we make these teeny tiny holes. And I know that this looks like a low poly, but no worries, we'll be smoothing out. For the context, so you know what I'm talking about. And right now make sure I keep my polygons low. See? Now it's fine. Now it's good. But I revert it back because I need to... Wait. No, this is good actually. This is good. And now we're gonna add further chips to his poor, dilapidated, lovely festering body by adding a few gashes. these brushes which I'm about to show you, you already see me using them, and for the record, these are the best, because this is applicable to every single thing, surface. You can add these gashes to metal pieces, to wooden pieces, to organic pieces, to stone pieces, statues, you name it. You name it, it looks everything better. Everything looks better when it's damaged. See? And you can go just here, here and there, and make sure I will turn them around so it doesn't look similar. That's absolutely sick when I just jump over from your TikTok stream. Oh, hello brother, glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. We're sculpting weird creatures here. So you guys, you 5 guys here on TikTok, which are watching me right now, please hop into my YouTube and you will see what I'm actually talking about. A funny thing is that in these evening hours on TikTok I have like a low view rate, but when I'm streaming, because this week I turned on the stream on TikTok in my early before lunch times, like at 10 in my other studio, so I was able only to stream from the phone, and I was rambling to camera, and at one point 860 people were watching me. So these are the times probably for the streams, but I think only for TikTok streams. Not many people would find the time to turn on YouTube at like 9 AM or 10 AM. But I'll never say never, and I cannot say for sure until I try. However, technically I can stream in the early parts of the day. However, my dog would be awake, and my little dachshund, my little wiener dog, will bite my toes, and he's gonna be disruptive. But we may give it a try. I will try to stream as much and with as much quality as possible. It's almost like a twister aberration hack. Yeah, yes. I think some worms coming out of the wounds or nose would be very nurgle. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Can you give me a reference to some model with worms coming out? I'm just trying to imagine it, because in Total War there are animations. For example, when Bubolos, the Tumurkant's toad dragon, dies, it has this awesome animation where the worms and all his parasites start to crawling out of his nose and mouth, and that is awesome. But I'm trying to figure out some tabletop model with worms, just to give me a little reference. Let's add a furthermore chips, and soon we'll jump on the mouth, and the mouth will be absolutely batshit insane. I can promise you that. Right now it's just greeting and having a good time, but soon we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that. Okay, leave it for now as it is. Let's focus now on the arms. This right hand with the staff is okay. It can stay as it is. But what I'm concerned about is the left hand. It's empty, and either he will use it as a crawling mechanism. Let me just quickly check if I have like pre-sculpted hand. Yes. So maybe the other hand can be like crawling, you know, when he's like dragging his stuff on his right hand and using his left hand to crawl on the ground. And you know what? I really like this, so we're gonna do that. Scrolling. Okay. Let's just quickly check it if it's gonna look good or not. So this is the hand I've sculpted for a different model, and it's. Wait, I'm gonna check the thumbs. So if thumb is going outside, it's wrong. So we need to mirror it and make it a left hand. Okay, now it's better. And Blender has this weird, stupid thing that whenever you mirror things, it's absolutely like disrupt all the normals. So what we need to do is to go to edit mode, Shift A, and then Shift N, just to recalculate the normals. So the Blender will now know that, oh, it's a correct approach, because otherwise, whenever you will try to print it, you will get an error. Basically, it will be all blacked out, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to have it. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the layout. Yes, yeah. Let's go with the crawling hand. Oh, so much more than TikTok, lol. Yeah. Oh, what about a lantern with a skill head inside? If I'm not mistaken, the Typhus model has some worms coming out of it a bit. I'm not sure. Typhus, let me. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Lantern is a good idea. Lantern is a good idea. Do you hear the thunderstorms outside? God, I love thunderstorms. It's so amazing. All right, let's quickly resculpt this hand. So he's crawling. I like the crawling variant. So what I'm gonna do here, I either cut it out or just resculpt it very quickly to smudge it in. Let's smudge it. What? Wait. Yes. I love this. This is the most enjoyable thing. If you want to know what I love the most about hobby, like really like special current, I love making terrain. It's always on the top echelon of the things I like. But what takes the first place is sculpting and creating new monsters, inventing new lore. This is what I love. Actually, I was doing it from a very early age. However, I did not have tools to manifest it, so it was just in my head. And in a old game called Warcraft 3, for the record, best game ever. So this was the first time I learned concept of sculpting when we were like making models for that game. And actually, I played that game till. Play is a strong word. I create maps for that game in this very age after all those 25 or so years, and for the record it's the best game ever made because it has a world editor. And one day, maybe very soon, I will show you what kind of terrain I made in that game, and it's a good tool for me to lay out a few terrain pieces. Tell me guys, do you know Warcraft 3? Have you played Warcraft 3? What about Lantern with the skull head? Skull head is a good idea. It's also, I don't have to mess up and I'm talking to... No, don't worry brothers. Keep your ideas coming. I love it. We will cook something together. Okay, this looks weird, but where it is? Don't worry, I will correct it very soon. The thing about why I love creating monsters is you don't have to care with making them symmetrical. Because they are monsters. They can have one hand bigger than the other, or they can have a asymmetrical face. And what I absolutely dislike is sculpting humanoids, because you need to be really good in order to sculpt a proper humanoid, because people will easily pick out your mistakes, because everyone's brain is trained to point out deformations on the humanoid faces, so you will immediately notice that there is one eye bigger than the other and that it looks weird. So that's why I don't enjoy it. What I enjoy about making humanoids is when I sculpted this Perturabo for my best client. So I sculpted from the scratch, and it was amazing. But again, he was in armor, and his oh no, I actually sculpted both with the human face and with his mask on, and that was enjoyable, I have to say. All right. You have heard of Warcraft 3 but never played? I still recommend it to this day. Even it has a big community still going on, and it's still being played professionally. It's very engaging, it's very dynamic, and it's very enjoyable to look to. Even though I'm not like playing the matches anymore, I am following Crota. His channel is Crota Gaming, and he is casting the best players in Warcraft 3, and he's commentating best players and their matches, because you can save replays in Warcraft 3 and then play it. And why is Warcraft 3 best game ever made, besides the fact that it has available world editor for everyone to create whatever you like? You have special textures. All textures in Warcraft 3 are placed upon very low polygon models, but what makes it special and very enjoyable to look at, even all those years after, is that all these textures were hand-drawn by real artists. So it's hand-drawn textures put on top of a model, and that makes absolute heaven for eyes to look on. Please make sure you check it out if you never heard of it or never seen it. It's very pleasant to look at. You may ask why I created this cube, and it's just for me evening out the distance between his belly and this crawling arm. And now I make it gone. Poof! It doesn't exist anymore. Be gone, helping cube. I'm gonna leave this layer of hardened fat on a hand. Yeah, like this. So his wrist, this is covered in this hardened fat. Imagine something like the wild hogs have. This almost like an armor. And we can leave it here. I love it. Maybe we'll create some armor on it. Okay, I like this layout. Now let's make his shoulder appropriate to the rest of the model. Something like this. Yes. I really like what I see right now. You guys were cooking. Would the chain of skulls work? Oh, that might do. Where would you place the chain of skulls? But skulls, again, I will come back to what I said earlier. When I create skulls, or when I make skulls, I will define the scale of this model, and I'd like to have it somehow neutral for everyone to print it in in a size they want. So maybe it's not right now when it comes to skulls. Okay, I'm gonna go to the second arm. Opa! And move it a bit here. I'm gonna rotate it a bit so his stuff connects to the ground. Or it doesn't have to connect to the ground, because when I will be basing it, I will add some piece of ruined architecture on here, so it will be supporting the stuff. Or the chain wrapped around the arm as its armor. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's a very good idea. He will have like this, and also he can have a spiked chain. Oh, did you hear it? It was nice thunder outside. Okay, let's sculpt him. Let's sculpt him an armor here. And correct this weird transition. Oh, I forgot to turn on the subdivision surface so the polygons are evenly matched. Alright. And from here, one side and the other will have these twisted horns, and maybe also from the bottom. Oh, the thunder is safe. Yeah. No worries, guys. No worries, guys. Thunder cannot harm me here, hopefully. Yeah, this will do. Now let's go back to this arm and make first save it. I didn't save it for some time. And now let's make wrinkles, or bumps as it's called. Thank you very much for subscribing. Something like this. And to still, we still cannot forget that this was one day a huge troll, so let's maintain his trollness by giving him a troll skin, at least on this arm. But we will add the chains later, but for now, no, I like the bumps, the blisters on this, so we'll keep it here. But here, let's go here and go back to creature, brush pack I have, and find some scales. Find some rock scales. Let me see if, what is this? This is fucking ugly. Be gone. Be gone, bad brush. No. Not the dragon scales. Where do I have it? No. I'll have another brush on my mind, which I will do right now, and it has number 36, if I remember correctly. Yes, good. So nice. This on this arm, it will have a rock hard texture, and this is what will secure his trollness. Maybe a bit here. Yeah, and we will chip away a few a few pieces. So he'll have this armor on his wrist, like almost like a hammer. So he can punch some poor folks who will get into his way. And let's make his stone skin also on his shoulder, and we're gonna later connect it with the rest of the body. All right, this is great. This looks weird. This elbow transition and this like almost broken-like forearm. But you know what? I love it. Don't forget that he's a creature of Nurgle, and Nurgle sees the beauty in the ugliness. Okay, let's make these stones also in here, and I'm using dynamic topology, which I will turn off right now. And I'm gonna chip away a few things here. Love seeing the process. Well, thank you very much, brother. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, cool. This looks weird. We're gonna fix it by making this bigger, and once we connect it, it's gonna be joined nicely. So go back to these stones and make it here, and we're gonna join it together later. So save it, and we're gonna now let's work on his mouth. Let's work on his mouth now. Let's knock his teeth off. For that I'm gonna use my scrape brush, and also I will use a dynamic topology as well. So more, something like this, yeah. And we're gonna just delete all his teeth, because we're gonna be enlarging his mouth by a big portion. Let's not forget that he is a leech, or leech-like creature. So get rid of his teeth. Now, how I usually sculpt mouths, I add teeth separately. But this model was sculpted when I was not that experienced, so I sculpted it by joining it, or sculpting directly from the jaw, which is not recommended because you also need to sculpt the gums around it, and by doing it all together, it's gonna look like a mess. So sorry, Mr. Troll Leech, for a while you're gonna be toothless. But we're gonna correct that very, very soon. Ain't he cute? Look. He's not that scary now, right? When he's toothless. Some gross warts on his gums would be freaky. Ah, that's what we're gonna do. Isn't he cute? Look. I'm gonna touch his gums. Will I be sick when I touch his mouth? Now, let's do some proper mouth for a fella like this. Alright, this is cool. I quite like his nose, so for now I'm gonna leave it as it is. Toothless good. Yeah. But he need teeth, guys. He need a mighty set of rotting teeth to digest and to tear his prey. Because what this fella... By the way, we still don't have the name. Come on, let's make a nice name for this. For these lovely gentlemen. I want to hear your propositions. What I'm really not good at is making names. I quite enjoy making lore or writing lore to my creations, but I'm not that creative when it comes to inventing names. So often I'm using name generators for at least a bit of idea, and then I will just combine a few of them. But name Jestro, which is the leader of this lovely army, I came up with that by myself. Because he's a jester demon. I love jesters. I love mushrooms and I love jesters. And you know what I love the most? I love the mushroom jester. So that's why I named him Jestro. Okay, let's make his gums. Let's make his gums. Turn off notification. What? Turn off notification for Adobe Creative Cloud. Why you are telling me this? Be gone, weird notifier. I like this his white mouth, white gaping mouth. Now also, he's gonna be having a tongue. His snake-like tongue. He looks like a Grumblik. Ah, Grumblik, nice. Okay, and some trolls have spiky teeth, and some trolls have flat teeth. Let's try to use this tooth, which I've sculpted previously. Let's see how this will look like. Let me just save it a bit. Now I'd rather make him more teeth, but make them kind of small. Than him having huge teeth. Okay, let's cook more of them. Now, if you're asking yourself that if I'd be replicating the same tooth into his whole mouth, if anyone's gonna notice this once it's printed, and the answer is no. I can get away with this. It won't be recognizable, but now you know. And let's make his teeth not that how to say, not that close together, so it will be visible that he has some of the teeth beaten off or knocked off, because as we know, Papa Nurgle does approve bed, dental care. Yeah, something like this. He has these flat teeth, so he can like chomp on the spray, or usually he will swallow it whole, so it doesn't really matter. First he will... Thank you very much for subscribing. First he will like smash it with his hand, and then he's gonna eat whatever is left. So he does not necessarily need sharp teeth. And I quite like the look of how the flat teeth look on the creatures. Let me just insert it here. Make once more something like this, I'm thinking. No, that's too small, or too much regressed. With Nurgle it's considered one of the benefits here. Rothy teeth, that's messed up, they need to unionize. Papa Nurgle approves rotten teeth. We can get away with this. Yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. I love this. I love every single part of this model so far. Just a second, guys. I will just check if this machine is running. Alright. Everything is alright. I'm back. Or... yeah, leave it as this. Three teeth on his upper jaw and 5 teeth down. That should do it. He has more teeth than half of the human population, so it's still considered as victory. Now this looks cool. What do you think? This looks so cool. Now let's try making like a sketch of a tank. What happened? Alright, what? Alright, oh, good. Almost I panicked because I switched to different mode of a blender, which was not desirable. Oh, little snack. Look nasty good. Alright, let's make him a tank. A sketch of a tank, shall we? Alright, the tank can start from here, then immediately we need to thicken it. The tank cannot be too thin because printer will have a problem with it. Well, not the printer, but later once I will be cleaning the model. It will be too fiddly and it can snap, and we don't want that, so I'm gonna make him a little bit thicker. This is cool. This is cool, and I'm gonna move his tongue so it's touching his lips for us to secure that it will not break once I print it. What happened? touch. No. We're gonna do something different. You go back to your mouth, and I'm gonna sculpt the tank separately right now. Let's grab these teeth. We shall make a tank from these teeth. So first I will make it large, like this, then select it, then go to sculpting mode, and select dynamic topology, and let's, what the hell, no, this one. I'm gonna do something like this, then completely smooth it out. Then make it a little bit thicker, like this. Also, now at first I wanted to give him this leech-like tank, the thin one, but I later changed my mind. This will look way better. Yes! Fuck yes, this looks so amazing. Okay, it's too big. Of course. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Now let's make his tongue sticking out of his mouth, something like this, right? Then we're gonna adjust his teeth, so this teeth will not be visible, so we don't need it anymore. We're gonna move this tooth here and make it touch the tongue and the lip, so we secure both of its places. And this little lovely tooth will be here, and let's make it bigger, shall we? Like this. Alright. This is cool. Now let's make this tongue nasty, shall we? So I'm gonna go into my bumps brushes, and we're gonna make it wriggly and warty. Okay, this is cool. And now go into creature mode, and let's select our lovely. This is freaking awesome. I'm gonna change this stroke method to, what the fuck, not airbrush, but anchored. No, this is too much. I'm gonna lower the strength of the brush. No, it's too low. Maybe a bit lower. I'm thinking something about 200. Yeah. So I will make him these pores here, and from this section, we're gonna make him okay, this and this. No. Let's fish for a better brush. Let's try this one. No. Well, this was actually the skin I was looking for, but whatever. This one gonna be good. So let's try this one. Also make it anchored. Save it at first, and yes, we found it. We found what we were looking for. Let's smooth it on a few places. And as you can see on the bottom part of the tank, he has these pores, which is absolutely bloody amazing. Nice! I love it! I love it! Okay, now let's go and work on his mouth. To create this illusion of... I'm gonna turn off the TikTok stream because my battery is running low. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. We now gonna... okay, what I do within his mouth, I'm gonna... I'm gonna fill it with this green acid, so it will create this nice spotlight effect that his mouth is filled with a green and nasty liquid. So we're gonna start by select our brush, which makes these almost like a bubbles. Let's fish for it. Where are you? Brushy, brushy, brushy. Where are you? Almost. Oh, this is also nice. I forgot about this brush. Yeah, whatever. This is also a nice brush of making like little pimples on his on ear. This is what I meant. So we start by creating these weird I don't want to say bubbles, but this illusion of a liquid. And now it's time for me to increase the strength of the brush and, for example, give it a 1. And now, as you can see, it's a nice looking bubbly acid in his mouth. And it's looking freaking amazing. Let's work on his lips now. For that, I'm gonna select my bumps brush and start by slowly adding wrinkles on his lips. Something like this, and also I'm gonna cut his lip on a few pieces. Something like this, right? And then gonna make him. I'm gonna make this. You see what I'm talking about? This. I want to say cut maker is gonna make this vibrant, awesome looking spots on his lip, as you can see, which is gonna be absolutely amazingly painted. And now let's work on his jaw. So let's delete the previous texture and let's cover it with blisters. Why not? Let's cover it with blisters. I will finish the jaw and then we'll wrap it up and look what we created so far. Now, since I'm recording everything in HD, I'm gonna make also a video about it on YouTube. But it's gonna be once it's painted, and I'm looking forward to paint this on stream. What is this? This is a nice looking skin. Let's also change it to anchored. No, it is nice looking skin brush. However, it's not what we are looking for. No, this is definitely not what we are looking for. Let's go into upper echelons of brushes and try to select something like this. Also, no. That's a big no-no. I'm definitely trying to catch you painting stream. Thank you, brother. I will make sure to announce it properly so nobody will miss a thing. Alright, so now we are making blisters on his freaking chin. And it looks too similar to the tongue, so let's revert to our blank chin and first make wrinkles. And then I will decide what I'm gonna do next. So try this. Make his face wrinkly and I'm too tired to think, to have ideas, but I'm gonna try this rock which we did on his arms, and it looks amazing, so we're gonna keep it here. Maybe later when I change my mind we can always, this is the magic of digital sculpting, that you can always like delete your stuff, add the new stuff, you can make copies, you can make different kinds of versions of your, what the hell is wrong with this apron, of your models. Alrighty. And the last thing what we're gonna do today before we wrap it up, let's grab this horn, this pre-sculpted horn from my shroud project. Shrouds are the creatures which I invented, and it's basically a toad mixed with mushroom, and it's absolutely freaking horribly cute. And his horns will be here. Let's just sketch it out. If it's gonna be pointing down, it will obscure his arm movement. That's not good. But again, it's Nurgle, so it doesn't really matter that much. But let's try it, how it's gonna look with when it's turned upside down. Let's fetch Jestro. First save it. Let's fetch Jestro. Let's see. Now if he's gonna be like this small, I have him here, but it's print is too small. That means that this model is gonna be absolutely freaking huge when I print it, and I don't know if it's gonna fit on my building plate, even though I'm using a really large 3D printer. So rather make him a bigger fella. Okay, he will be right here, flying on his stream of green fire and floating on his mighty magic. And if I turn this horn upside down, something like this, it will obscure him. So that's not a good place for horn, but he can have horn at least coming out of his left shoulder, and this is absolutely something which Nurgle would do. Let's move it here. Let's move it here. Yeah, it looks weird, it's so random, and I freaking love it, so we're gonna keep it here. Yeah guys, so this is what we did today. We transformed our beloved Troll Hack King, which is down here, which is rotating down here, into this lovely leech troll creature, spawn of chaos. And I absolutely love it. And I absolutely love it. Giant Gorgamon Leech, the Trail of Decay, Unclean Leech, yeah. Do you play Warhammer 40k or only build terrain and sculpt models? I'm an avid consumer of the both fantasy and 40k lore. I'm absolute nerd about books, brother. Everything I create, I sculpt, I make terrain, but I don't play. I never played a single game. I quite enjoy creating things. So, just to be gone for now, we're gonna save our model. I'm gonna save this and let's see it once we. Let's go into just. Let's name him for now Troll Leech until we figure out a better name for this lovely gentleman. Troll Leech VIP. Let's save him. Okay, it's saved. Now let's save this. We're gonna close it and go here into our Troll Leech, and let's have a nice look what we created. Let's see him properly in all. Let's add this lovely plague light. Yeah, this is it, guys. This is what we made in less than 2 hours. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. So next stream will be on Monday, and on that stream we're gonna be hopefully painting another lava terrain. So we're gonna continue my commission. I'm gonna work on this lovely fella tomorrow morning off stream. However, I will record everything I do, so nobody misses a thing. Or maybe if I will work on something else, I will leave this on another stream. But what we definitely gonna do, we're gonna paint him on stream. I promise. We're gonna paint him together, and it's gonna be absolutely awesome. The feeling of satisfaction. I would love, I hope I'm sharing this positive, lovely energy with you, because this is giving me so much drive and happiness. It's so silly, but I love it. It's absolutely. We created a model today. So imagine 10 years ago, you have to wait for some company to produce model, to cast it and then recast it on sprues, and you have to buy it in a shop. But now you can make your own, and it's amazing. It never ceased to amaze me. It's never ceased to amaze me. Hey Squidburger, buddy, we are just about to finish. But if you want, this stream will be saved and you can forever rewatch it. It's just go into my YouTube channel and into live section, and you can rewatch it from beginning. We sculpted this. We sculpted this today. From a lovely Troll Hack King to the lovely Troll Leech. Guys, I love it. I love it. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. These streams is something which I really enjoy, and it means a lot to me, and I really appreciate your support. I love you all, guys. Have a great day, great night, great weekend, and we're seeing each other on Monday, and we're gonna do craft, paint, and just create and have a good time. So thank you very much, guys, once again, and see you. Bye.